Hi everybody, my name is Bakari Sola. Today I want to talk to you about textbooks and why I think that we should move towards a more digital means of relaying our information to students. The general purpose of my speech is to convince the education publishers to update the way they expect students to learn. The specific purpose of my speech is to convince universities to replace regular textbooks with digital textbooks or something similar. The idea is that college students already have enough on their plates when it comes to tuition, bills, and other fees. Digital textbooks are not only more cost-effective to make, but should be more affordable for students as well. Some of the most common textbook publishers today have reported revenues reaching the billions of dollars. As a college student, I have firsthand experience facing the price of books every semester, and I've done a bit of research to find out what's really going on in this education monopoly, so to speak. We are students, and even after we graduate and it doesn't apply to us anymore, there's still the next generation of students to worry about, and there will always be another generation. When it comes down to it, we can't let these big companies continue to thrive off of an ancient method of teaching, and we need to move towards a better alternative. As I mentioned in the introduction, textbooks are a multi-billion-dollar industry, with very few companies having a chokehold on the competition. Founded by the merging of several education-based companies in the late 1990s, Pearson Education sits at the top of the throne, so to speak, for the publishers in question, with a reported revenue in 2014 of over $7 billion. But how is it that something as essential as education can be a billion-dollar industry? The simple answer is choice, or rather the lack of choice. Big-name publishers have no obligation to please their target demographic. Students are forced into buying textbooks because without them, they'd fail their courses. What I'm suggesting is that with digitally formatted textbooks, publishers get to spend less money on printing and distribution of their product, and even less on making changes to existing editions or releasing brand new editions. With this, hopefully students can catch a break and see more affordable prices for plans for digital textbooks. Not only is the digital format more convenient for the publishers, but schools and universities benefit from this change as well. Every year, public schools across the country spend about $250 per student per district in order to afford essential textbooks. While this might seem like a small figure at first, when we look at Montgomery County, Maryland, public school population reaching close to 175,000, we're looking at over $40 million in just one district of our state. This is money that is used to update and restock on the latest edition of textbooks that could be better spent towards school renovations, additional programs for students, or better accommodating our teachers and staff. There are plenty of alternatives to textbooks in primary school, such as the touchboards like Promethean that we've come to know and see, and digital curriculums. The fight actually begins with our professors and the staff in charge of the institutions. If a particular school or professor refuses to abide by a publisher, they're forced to either move on and lose potential revenue stream, or actually start listening to what we have to say. In secondary institutions, schools are faced with similar problems, having to sell or rent new and used books to college students who only need them for a short period of time, only for them to get outdated with the next edition. The whole idea of this idea that I'm proposing is to accommodate students who bear the forefront of paying upfront costs for textbooks they may quickly lose use for. After public schooling, students are now paying up to $1,200 every year out of pocket to get the books that they need. Part of what makes digital resources so great is that they're able to be tailored to each and every student. Being able to create your own custom plan for a semester, I'm sure it would help a lot of students all over the country. For students who prefer working with pen and paper, let's not forget how easy it is to have certain sections that you need printed at the press of a button. Whether it's on campus or at a local print shop, in my opinion, being able to sort through and print only the information that you need allows for much easier organization and is well worth the price compared to buying a whole textbook. Affordable and reasonable Affordable and reasonably accessible education is as important to me as it is to other students. Being able to quickly get the information you need for a particular course when you need it and exactly for how long you need it should be a priority in the minds of our educational publishers and our academic institutions. If this topic resonates with you, a good initiative is to actually get out there and discuss with your peers, professors, and your institution leaders to see what you guys can actually do towards moving towards more digital means of education. With enough group effort, change will come. Thank you guys for listening, and good luck on your speeches.